Hello.
Hello,
We're
hello, hello. Good afternoon,
back
good morning, good
again.
evening, and good night.
We're back.
Oh yeah, we are.
So yeah.
When did you get here, Ben?
Sorry,
When did you get here?
I never left.
Yeah,
I've been
yeah.
sat in
It's
this
like,
lobby. This campaign I've only downloaded tonight for an entire week.
well, something about your story is a little bit sketchy.
Well, that's because it's I lie. I lied.
If it was any sketchier, I'd ask if Leo DiCaprio did it on the Titanic.
You know who actually drew that?
Yeah, James Cameron.
Yeah, yeah, he did.
Yeah,
He did do
that
that.
dirty, dirty bastard.
Well,
Anyway, today is the 4th of May.
yes, it is.
There's nothing special about that day at all.
Well, there's two things that spring to mind.
Are you thinking the election,
Well,
or are
incidentally,
you
before
thinking?
sorry, before I well, we'll maybe circle back to this, but I just want to put a pin in it. You heard about the Titanic drugging incident?
No.
Oh, right. Do you want me to do that now?
Yeah, go on. It's still
Okay.
going to be May the 4th when you finish. Sorry.
Well, it might not be. Um, yeah, I mean, James Cameron's a difficult director to work with.
Who isn't?
Well, during filming of The Abyss, they produced T-shirts saying "I worked with James Cameron and I survived."
It's understandable.
So during the Titanic, he was just as difficult. And somebody uh, spiked the clam chowder or whatever it was with
Ah,
PCP.
yes, I did hear about this.
Yes, and they have never been caught because it could have been literally fucking anybody.
Well, you can do what you got to do to survive a situation like that. Study PCP.
Uh,
It's not like it's a well-known drug for being, bad. Is
right
that
in front of me, and
sarcasm?
I couldn't shoot it. Right, yeah. May the 4th be
Yeah,
with
May
you.
the 4th. Oh, thanks. I don't care if it's with you.
Okay, well, it is.
The only thing with you is disappointment and shame.
Hmm.
In me, mostly.
Well, there's a lot to be
Anyway,
ashamed of.
yeah, it's Star Wars Day, so
Yeah.
great. Happy Star Wars Day.
How are you
Are you
celebrating?
celebrating?
No, I'm
Oh,
not.
I'm not either.
I don't.
I taught my kid about Roman numerals.
Neat. Did you get them?
Yeah, for the most part. He
Okay.
keeps forgetting what L is, but let's be honest, L's
What
one of those weird ones.
What is L? L50 or
50.
something? Yeah, I thought it was.
Yeah, because it's like half of a C, but it's not quite half of a C. How did I startle her?
Have you seen your face?
Not recently. There's also an election on today, which I know you wanted to talk about the results for that aren't out yet because they won't be out probably till tomorrow morning.
No,
So it's
I
going to be hard for us to talk about that.
thought it ended sooner than it did. Oh well.
No, no, 10 p.m. Did you go and vote?
I did not.
Do you have a vote you can do?
No,
Oh well, that's good reason not to.
I will not be voting.
I
Sorry. I know I talk a lot about politics, but when it comes to local elections, I've always, like most of the population, been a little bit. Eh. And frankly, I can't think of who I would vote for.
well, I had a ballot with four names on it. I got to pick two,
Okay?
and it was two Tories and two independents. So I went with the independents
Did you really?
because they
That does.
weren't Tories.
Good. Good. Good man.
I don't know. I don't even remember any of the names. I don't even think I read any of the names.
It's
If I'm
alright.
honest with you, I just saw which ones were Tories, avoided them. If you see that little tree, don't put a cross next to it. That's my motto.
Yeah.
It's stood me well in life. I've never voted Tory. I've never. Sorry, I shouldn't call it a mistake. Some people actually believe in them.
Sorry, you cut out there. What was the last bit of that? You never voted Tory.
I've never made that mistake.
All right.
But
Okay.
then I apologise for calling it a mistake because some people actually believe in them. They're
Oh,
stupid fools.
that's still a mistake. Unless
Well,
you're
yeah.
rich, it's probably not a mistake to vote Tory if you're a billionaire. You're honestly, you're doing a shitty thing.
Well, I mean, I don't
But
know. Your finances aren't necessarily. You lose more when the economy crashes if you've got more.
well, that's true, and it always happens. There's a nice little period of economic success for the rich, and then the economy crashes, but they do well out of that too. I remember a while ago there was a guy, an American guy, who was on TV saying every night he went to bed praying for another Great Recession. I think that might have been a prank. I can't remember.
Was Sacha Baron Cohen there by any chance?
No, I think it was thought that it was a prank, but I don't think it was. Come to think of it,
I wouldn't. I don't know.
they make money regardless. It's not a fair system at all.
Is there any fair system these days?
Certainly not
Even
our voting
communism
system.
goes draws.
Well, yeah. I mean, the thing about communism is you need
Oh,
really
is that
good.
you?
What? Yeah. The thing about communism is you need really good people at the top
Yeah.
who genuinely care.
If only that existed in the real world.
But well, yeah, it doesn't. Those sorts of people are just attracted to power, the worst sort of people.
Nazis.
Well, not just Nazis, but just.
No, but Nazis are.
I'll take a baseball bat.
Yeah, because I'd start react.
Yeah.
Oh, I should cross May 4th off my list of
But
conversation topics for today.
yeah.
Seeing as we've touched 2 of the 3 big things about today. Is that birthday month? That first,
Yes, it is the most important month of the year.
Is it?
Yeah,
For what reason?
because it's our birthday month.
No, I don't think it's. I mean, we're celebrating 3 birthdays.
Yeah, we are. Our
Yeah.
our little baby that we had together.
Yeah, I love child.
Well, it's really your baby. I'm just the. I'm not the stepdad. I'm the dad who stepped up
Wow.
and got all of the views. Anyway,
All of them.
let's be fair.
A lot.
All right.
The majority.
Yeah.
Sure. I'd never call the majority all.
I'm the one taking the kid to school. I'm the one brushing its teeth for it because it's a bit fucked up in the head. I'm the one, doing homework with it. But no, you're right. It's definitely just you. That's not fair. You do a lot of work for the site, more work than I do. So yeah,
I do more than anyone does.
you have.
Ever.
Yeah. I suppose
I mean-
I suppose really the better comparison is I'm the weekend dad who shows up every now and then and takes the kid out with all my money. I take the kid out to all the sports
Disneyland.
events. Yes, and the kid comes home and says, "Wow, that was the best day ever," and you're there making dinner, slaving away.
For the 90th day in a row.
Yes. It's like, sorry, I've got to go look after my other kid, who is much better.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Anyway. More popular,
Yes.
that's for sure. Who knew so many people gave a shit about soap operas? That's all I've got to say. Okay, here I was thinking it was a
That's-
potentially dead market.
Well, that's what you do, isn't it? You fill a hole in the market. It was a niche that had yet to be filled, and I filled that niche.
Well, here's the thing: not every niche has enough of a following to justify it.
This is true.
And
There
I
are-
did not think this was one of them.
Some niches are niches for reasons. Oh God,
I'm just getting healed, or else I'd be helping kill that thing.
that's all right. I'm hitting it with my baseball bat, and it didn't work.
Oh, Ellis just got himself back into the corner.
So
Yeah.
yeah,
You know what?
I am literally
sorry,
the only
sorry.
I am currently. I mean, there are other people talking about soaps, but none of them are doing it in like a video essay style, like I am, where they talk about topics from the past and whatever. I am literally the only person doing that, but I probably won't be for long.
I worry that if you don't increase your time speed, you're going to get basically pushed out the market.
Hmm. I don't. Well, possibly, probably, in fact. But even if
The minute people smell a niche and it getting filled, they rush to fill it. I mean, look at me with my caption stuff. I saw that there were people doing it. I saw that there were only a handful of names doing it, and now Tom, Dick, and Harry are doing it. Now proper people with proper OnlyFans are fucking getting in on it because they know it's a big deal. You know,
yeah, I do worry about that sometimes. But
what, getting an OnlyFans?
no, having someone
Sorry,
better take
I've-
over. Queen you shall be until someone younger and more beautiful casts you down and takes all you hold dear. That's what I'm worried about.
That's life.
But I like to think I'm better than. I like to think I do what I do well.
Well, yeah, that's
I
my
think
attitude towards
the
the captain,
content. The content is good. The presentation could improve, but
that is absolutely my
that's
stance on
really
my
the
early
easiest
captain.
thing to improve, isn't it? Really, you know,
Yeah.
I can make better thumbnails. I can, you know, improve the way I talk and the way I record audio, and you know, maybe add some music and stuff. That's only going to get better. If I wasn't any good at what I was talking about, if I wasn't any good at the research element of it, you know, I'd be fucked.
What you need to do is translate it into Dutch live.
Is that what you're doing?
Oh, you were slacking.
Well, I had a shotgun and I don't like the shotgun.
I had a shotgun
Yeah, but
and a baseball bat.
I don't like the shotgun.
No, I don't like it. I still beat you. Anyway, I did actually do some in German for someone.
Look at you branching out to international markets.
Hey, they made it clear they were German. And I was like, hey, I can do a German one for you. My German's a bit rusty, but I'm sure it'll do the trick.
Well, actually,
It did the trick.
what did the German chappie want, or
I
chappess
can't
want?
remember. It was
chap-
like
E.
it was like 4 months ago.
All right.
I can't even remember which one they were to be able to find it in my archive. Because I keep like, in case they get in touch with me like, hey, I want my freebie again. I can be like, oh, actually, no.
I do actually have. I think that my next few video ideas are, you know, real winners in terms of expanding a bit.
Okay.
I've got.
Does that include the Crossroads one that's coming up? But I've
Yeah.
obviously been offended about
Oh,
Crossroads.
it's fine. No, none of them are watching this, but yeah, my next one's about.
No one's watching this.
My next one is going to be about Crossroads. I'm almost finished the script because I'm slow. And then after that, I want to do one on Hollyoaks. I do have a topic in mind for that, and it's going to be an arse to research because I've done a little and found fuck all. But
What was that one that had Amos Diggory in it?
Oh, that was Hollyoaks,
Yeah.
and I think he will be mentioned actually.
I always thought he gave one of the strongest performances in Harry Potter.
That
in the
was
entire
yes,
series.
that is the single
I've done it
best.
again.
I think that is the best bit of acting in the entire series. Honestly,
It really is.
yeah, it's heartrending.
There are few characters who I give that much of a shit about their reaction to things to. And that the guy who is literally mourning the loss of his son.
It's very raw. It's the guy's name is Jeff Rawle, I think.
That's his name. So it sounds right.
Yeah, and it's just great. It's a great bit of acting in that moment.
Yeah.
It's just a pitch perfect performance.
It's
raw.
that bit. It's that small section where everyone's happy, and then they realise.
And it's yeah. I mean, it's just raw emotion and grief.
You've got the band playing.
Yes.
You've still got those Velas doing a Macarena.
Yes. But
Yeah.
and then after my
hell.
after my Crossroads one, I'm gonna do one on Richard Hillman.
Ah, yeah.
And I think a lot of people our age probably remember Richard Hillman. He's a very popular character.
How much of that are you going to take from the article you wrote about?
A lot. I have more points I want to address and add and stuff, but obviously.
Well, if you'd be so kind as to link to that article, that'd be great.
I may not.
Oh,
What?
I'm wounded.
I don't want people knowing about my love child.
It's a typical. You're Jack the Ripper, aren't you?
What do you mean? What the fuck do you mean?
There was that theory, wasn't there, that Jack the Ripper was?
Oh yeah, that. No,
yeah,
that's a
cover-up
pretty
of the-
loose fucking connection, but okay.
Look, you. If there's anything you know about me, it's that everything is connected. When I say it, it's just that they are loose.
They are loose.
There's always a link if you follow a train of thought, and normally, if you ask, I will provide the train of thought.
I know, but I
You
sometimes
too,
suspect.
motherfucker.
I sometimes suspect you do that just so I will have to ask. just so you can
No,
explain.
it's not. It's not just you.
Yeah.
Like
Well, just
sometimes
so
at
any of
work,
us.
at work, I will react to things. Like I say jam instead of no problem.
I know we've been over this. It's
Exactly.
fucking bizarre.
But it makes sense.
Ugh.
If you follow it, it makes sense.
Yeah.
It's subjective. I'm actually trying to teach teams that that's the appropriate reaction to thanks.
You're trying to teach who?
Teams.
Teens.
Microsoft Teams.
Oh,
Teams.
I thought
Microsoft
I
Teams.
think you said teens.
The software.
When are you hanging out with teens? Jesus.
Well, in about 5 years when mine is a teenager.
Oh yeah. God, only
Then we'll
5
hang
years. Are you looking forward to having a teenager?
Nope.
That's gonna be fun.
Teenagers are bastards.
I'm throwing a Molotov. No, I'm not inhaling. Oh, wrong button.
You're dying. You're flying through the air. Call Alid Jones. Oh, that was walking. Never mind. You get that reference, or do I need to explain that?
Of course, I get the reference. You.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm going to explain it for the benefit of the viewer. Alid Jones did the music for the Snowman. Well, the singing at least.
That was a waste of a pipe bomb.
I don't know. It spawned a whole lot of them behind us.
Oh fuck.
Shall I pick another topic off my conversation?
Yes, go on.
Instead of making stupid references that clearly you don't enjoy. The Wicker Man turns 50 this year.
Yes, I saw that. Have you seen the Wicker Man?
I did. I watched
The Wicker
it in
Man.
my
The Wicker
local.
Man.
I saw it in the basement of my local cinema during their not Halloween, during their horror night thing that they used to do.
Yes.
Me
What
and
did
my
you,
ex went
What
and
did
watched
you make of
together.
it? Hell, what did
Weird.
she make of it? That's the more interesting. Knowing your ex.
She was put off by the idea that the animals might have actually been killed, which was nonsense because it was disproven long ago that the animals inside the Wicker Man weren't actually inside the Wicker Man when it was on fire.
But Edward Woodward was. They had to clone him. It was a big scandal.
I'm willing to believe it. I heard that Christopher Lee didn't get paid. I heard he did it for free.
Oh, he fucking loves the Wicker, or loved the Wicker Man. He was a huge fucking proponent of the Wicker Man. He thought it was his best work. It was, I think, it was written specifically for him, maybe.
No, but the fact that he did it for free is
Yeah.
amazing.
No, yeah. I mean, I have a feeling it was written, but I think it might have been. But it would make sense that he wasn't paid. He decided not to be paid for it. That he did it for free because
He did champion it a lot. Didn't he?
yes, he thought it was probably one of his best roles. And
it's actually, this links to another one of my topics as well. Actually,
hmm.
I read earlier that is it Britt Eklund?
Yes, I like the Wicker Man instead.
Oh yeah, it's a weird
We didn't get on to that, but I do like it. It's that bit at the end is just weird and creepy and unsettling, and I like the clash between Edward Woodward's devoutly Christian, conservatively Christian police officer and the island's residents.
Oh God, oh Christ, no! As we have referenced a few times throughout the course of this.
Yes, then he starts singing "The Lord is my shepherd."
Yeah, if only I knew the words. The Lord.
Yeah, I think genuinely, I think it's, you know, the theme tune from the Vicar of Dibley.
Yeah.
Well, that's not a hymn, but it's a musical version of a Bible passage, and I'm pretty sure it's the same Bible passage.
Oh, okay.
So, yeah.
So anyway, Britt Eklund, I read that despite her working on her Scottish accent, it ended up being dubbed.
Yes, I believe that.
But
Do you know what else was dubbed for Brick Eklund, even though dubbed isn't the right word?
No.
Her bottom. She had a bottom double.
Ah, yes. Obviously, the fact that you'd said dubbed, even though you said it wasn't the right word, threw me off. Yes, there's a controversy about who it is, isn't there?
I don't
know if it's controversial, but there's some dispute about whose bottom is in what scene and when.
Well, I think she said she didn't like it because it looked a bit chubby. And she
Well, I mean,
was
a
little annoyed that the person they got to replace her had a chubby bottom or something like that.
Well, it's a good job I didn't get me to replace her because I've got an even chubbier one and it's hairy.
The screen would not have been big enough.
Oi, that's such a thing as Zoom. Anyway, that moves on to Do you know there was a character in Doctor who was played by two different actors in the same episode, and one of the two actors, their lines were dubbed. Can you think who it would be?
Do I know this episode?
Yes, you have definitely seen this
Okay,
episode.
well, ask the question again, please.
You weren't listening, were you?
I was. I got most of it. I heard it. Put it that way. I heard
Okay.
it.
There is a character in Doctor Who is played by two different actors in the same episode.
Okay.
One of those two actors' lines have been redubbed
By a different
before
actor.
release. I don't remember who did the vocals
Right.
that we heard,
Because lines are dubbed
But-
all the time.
but they were redone for a very specific reason. Can you guess which character, or even give me the episode?
And this is
This is new
two different
Who, it's
two
a
different
UC.
actors playing the character at like different stages in their life or something.
Yes, and it's all in one episode, so it's not like
Well, the first
Is
thing,
it-
the one that springs to mind is the one set in the school with the scarecrows, because there was a little kid and then him as an old man.
you're thinking the Family of Flood or whatever. they're
Yes,
called.
I don't think it's that one though.
No, it's not.
There's the other little kid who turns into the Toclophane.
Nope.
No. Can you give me a clue as to which series it was of the?
Series. Hang on. Yeah, it's series 3, which is Martha.
Okay, right. Let's go through each and every episode. So the first one is. We count Smith and Jones.
Not Smith and Jones, no.
Right. What's the second episode? The Shakespeare Code. I don't think it's that one.
No, it's not.
Gridlock. It's not that one.
Nope.
The Daleks in Manhattan and Evolution of the Daleks.
No, but Andrew Garfield's in them.
You need to let me guess before you tell me. I didn't think it was that one, incidentally.
I didn't think you would think it's that one. Who do we see that's young and old or whatever in that? We don't. But Andrew Garfield is in that one.
Yes, he is. What's after that one? The Lazarus Experiment. No. So you haven't said anything.
Well, I'm making sure you've finished
Okay,
talking before
no,
I
no.
dare open my mouth again.
It's not the Lazarus Experiment.
Okay, even though we see him old and young.
Yeah, but that's the same actor.
Yeah, you see.
Mark Gatiss. I like the Lazarus Experiment. I know a lot of people don't, but I like it.
Visually, it's fucking awful, but
Oh yeah, no, it hasn't held up at all. But I like the premise.
it was like 2009. So.
I'm a big sucker for immortality, Fountain of Youth style storylines. I think they're very appealing to me. What's after the Lazarus Experiment? 42.
Incidentally,
I
I said 2009 is actually 2007.
All right.
My apologies to any strong Who fans who
Yes.
ever accidentally stumble upon this fucking. Game.
Sorry, Russell T Davis. We know you're watching.
I have a lot of respect for Russell T Davies, but
Yeah.
let's finish this first.
I want to say the next one is 42, but I don't think that's right. But 42 isn't it.
No, it's not it. Incidentally, as long as you get the episode, it doesn't matter whether you don't have to do them all in order. I'm not going to judge you for
No,
getting them
it's
out
all
of
right.
order, because I don't know the fucking order.
Now there should be another two-part. Yeah, it's Family, Blood, and Human Nature, but that's not it.
Hang on, did you just hear a little bleep?
No.
Okay.
Let me just check. I'm not recording. I am recording. Sorry.
Oh, thank fuck you're recording.
I'm recording. Okay. I know I'm missing an episode. I must be. Which episodes am I missing?
You've got the three-parter with you've
It's
got Utopia,
Utopia, Sound of Drums,
Sound of the Drums,
and
and
The Last of the Time Lords.
it's not them.
It's not them. So which?
It's interesting to me that this is the one you've forgotten because it's the I'm assuming there's only one.
I think it might be. You see, Series 3 is not my favourite of the first four Doctor Who series I watched and enjoyed. It's my least favourite of the first four.
The reason it's interesting to me is because it's the one that both features the Doctor and Martha Valise.
Oh. Oh wait, no, that's series 2.
Which one?
Oh wait, no, it's Blink.
Blink.
Right. So, oh, is it the? I know it. It's the policeman.
Billy Shipton.
Yes, Billy Shipton. That's right. I've got his card. His Doctor Who Battles in Time card. I collect Doctor Who
Billy.
Battles in Time cards. I haven't dipped into my collection
They,
in a while, but I've got most of them. Anyway, continue.
they recorded the young scenes first,
Yeah.
and then the accent the old actor had was a bit stronger than seemed appropriate for the young actor.
Mm.
So they redubbed his lines with the thicker accent, and you'd never know. So many times I've seen that episode and seen him,
No.
and I've never fucking known.
No.
I've never thought something feels off about this, but you can with dubbed.
I'll be
normally.
completely honest, and it's been a while since I've seen Blink. I thought that it was the young actor in makeup. It has been a while.
No, it's two different actors. Right, I've let her calm down a bit in the hope that I can get past and not be responsible for her deciding to have a bitch for it.
What is your favourite Doctor Who episode of each of the first 4 series of New Who?
Oh god, I don't fucking know.
Oh, right, okay. That's that topic shot down then, isn't it?
I like Dalek.
Well, let's just talk about our favourite Doctor Who episodes, unless you want to talk about
Blink.
something else.
Blink is up there as one of as my favourite. I think
I like Blink, but I think Midnight's a lot better.
Midnight works.
There's so much
But
you
I
can
think-
talk about with Midnight.
Do you want to talk about Midnight?
I mean, you clearly don't, so...
Look, if you want to talk about Midnight,
No,
we'll
let's
talk about
not.
Midnight.
Let's not. It's fine. But I could. I mean, I could get a post out of it. I was considering at one point. Never did it, but
No,
yeah, it could very easily be done because there's an awful lot to do. And if I had the time, I might even consider making a video for this channel on it.
oh, you'd be competing with whatever her name is. I literally follow them. I don't know. Go on, talk about Midnight.
No, I don't want to.
Liar!
I don't want to. I just said I could, but no, I
But
can't.
Blink is, I think, my favourite episode of the first 4 series,
Hmm.
and probably all of them. I am disappointed with what happened with the Weeping Angels in Lake.
Well, it's the same thing they did with the Borg. They had a cool monster that everybody liked, so they thought let's put them in another episode, and then they added more and more to them and shat all over them.
There's a Molotov over here.
Like the idea that the Statue of Liberty is a weeping angel. I mean, who the fuck thought of that?
No, you see, I can live with the whole image of an angel becomes an angel bullshit. I can handle
that's-
that.
it's
It
just
was
too much.
seeing the move. Seeing the move was the issue.
Well, that's a big. Yeah, I mean, that's. You sort of miss the point if you do that, don't you?
Exactly, and that's what they did. Like, we saw them move.
But I just don't like how they added so much more to them. You know,
No, I mean, don't get me wrong. It's not ideal, but I can. I
less
can
is
get over
more,
it.
writers.
All right, Steven Spielberg.
But it is.
All right, I'll
No,
remember that next time
yeah.
I write my diary entry and it's woke up. Existed.
You can't. You know, less is more. So yeah. So it's a bit off piece, but
Everything we do.
Well,
it is.
so okay. So the reason why I thought of this is there's a joke in Frasier where one of the characters remarks to the title character, "Less is more," to which Frasier replies, "Well, yes, but if less is more, think just how much more will be." And that brings me on to the Frasier revival. Yay!
We've talked about this before, I'm sure.
Yes. Well, they've done
Oh,
a
is it
few more
closer to happening?
episodes in the. I think they're still ironing out stuff. It's just like preview things. They're doing the episodes and they're recording them essentially and ironing out the details. They've had people in, but some people have been posting to Reddit. It's been really good because nobody's mentioned spoilers that I can see, which is
Oh, you say that.
quite rare. But apparently,
Daphne is dead.
but I we can talk about that as well, actually. But
What, Daphne?
yeah, we'll get to it. But
Okay.
yeah, it's. I'm surprised at how well received it is. And bear in mind, this is the Frasier subreddit, so they're going to be fans anyway. There is a lot of bias at play, but I've heard good things about it. And I'm still a bit tentative, but I'm beginning to think this might be okay, but who knows?
Not
Um,
me.
yeah, Nicholas Lyndhurst. I'm so glad people are saying nice things about his performance because he's been through a really rough time lately. His son died not too long ago, um, which is very sad. But I'm glad he's getting some well-deserved applause, and I hope wherever you are, Nicholas Lyndhurst, you're doing all right because
He'll
you
never
deserve
need
it.
to.
You seem like a nice guy. Shall we talk about Daphne?
Go on then. What is there something actually worth talking about her?
Well,
I literally just picked her name out at random.
I know, but I thought, fuck it. Why not? I haven't got any topics, so let's
Oh, I
hijack
have.
this.
I've got stuff.
Um, just a quick one then. Do you think Daphne knew Niles was in love with her?
Oh, absolutely. He's
Yes.
actually a fucking idiot. And no one's that stupid.
Well, as I got older, I sort of look back at that and think, one, Niles is kind of fucking creepy because he's like sniffing her hair all the time and like leering over her, and
Yes,
it's
he
really
is.
obvious. And I sort of think, okay, this is a woman who's being lusted over by her boss's brother, and you do sort of think, well, in that situation, she's probably like aware of it, but doesn't want to say anything in case she gets fired.
Very possible.
So, yeah, that's my view on that. Next,
Can't remember what her name was.
Jan
The
leaves.
actress. That's the one.
Yeah,
You got to remember, it's just something I occasionally saw. It's not.
I
My
do love
director's wrong.
Frasier, but I did I had to laugh because somebody posted, it was like a Tumblr post about it was Frasier series 1, Niles and Frasier argue over reservations for a restaurant. Frasier series 10, Niles accidentally joins the right wing militia, and I was laughing, and then I realised, oh yeah, that is an episode. I completely forgotten about the one where Niles accidentally goes in with a load of right wing militia types.
Well, it goes to show that anyone can be seduced by the seemingly reasonable thought processes that go into such
Well, he got big.
propaganda.
I can't remember the episode entirely because I mean I haven't thought about it since I first saw it. But he got big into guns,
Ah, yes. I
and he got
remember
some buddies down at the shooting range, and it turns out they were Nazis.
it. Well, it's a bit like when in Peep Show when Mark does the reenactment thing,
Yes,
and
and
his
there's a
mate
guy who's a little too into being a Nazi. Yeah.
yeah, told you not to do that, Daryl.
Oh God. Yeah.
So I told you a while back that Discord now has soundboard features.
Did you?
Uh,
Oh
so
yeah,
if
you
we
did.
were
You did.
if we were in our own Discord server, which we do have and does exist, and no one else is getting an invite.
No, because we hate you.
Sorry, Keith, but yeah, we hate you because you don't tell your friends about us, and if you do, you haven't kidnapped them at gunpoint to watch our videos on your devices or their devices so that our views are higher. Step up your game, Keith.
Keith doesn't have any friends. He sits at night in his cheap, sparsely decorated apartment, crying into a can of cold baked beans.
Cold baked beans, bitch,
Yeah.
please. He can't afford beans.
All right, he found them.
As
in
if
the
he'd be
bin.
able to get a tin opener.
He's saving up all his money for his McDonald's visits with his kids at the weekend.
And he's still not the cool parent.
No,
Anyway, what were we saying?
because his stepdad has a Lamborghini. Sorry, yeah, go on. Discord soundboard.
Yeah, Discord soundboard. And the one that me and the lads use for chatting and gaming and stuff, it is predominantly Borat or Peep Show sounds.
All right.
And it took me a long time to get to trim it down right, but we have got chance to be a fine thing.
A fine thing indeed. That's something people say, isn't it?
Saying it's a bit too much now. I've also got Frankfurt.
It's got what? Sorry.
Frankfurt.
Oh, yeah.
Because he doesn't quite say it right, does he?
Mm.
Half of them are off to Germany tomorrow. Lucky bastards. Off to see Stefan Strauss.
um, yeah. What was the company they worked for? Do you remember?
JLB?
JLB
Credit?
Credit. Yeah, that's right.
I did watch it relatively recently because I reviewed it last year.
I haven't seen it in a while, but I do love Peep Show.
Good show. I love Super Hands and his lines. Not cocaine, just to be clear.
Did Super Hands and Alan Johnson ever meet?
I don't know, but I feel like that had gone either really well or really badly.
I think it would have gone. I don't know, probably very badly. But, yeah.
I think it might have gone well, but only until Alan left. Because then Hans, or Simon if you prefer, would have been honest about his thoughts on Alan. Because the thing about he's prepared to suck up temporarily, isn't he?
Well, I think Super Hands is sort of very much politically an anarchist and a conspiracy theory believer, and he thinks the government is evil and modern society is evil. And Alan Johnson is very much a modern society is great, dog eat dog sort of type.
Who would have thought that Super Hands would be right?
Yeah. What's your favourite conspiracy theory?
Oh, I think the one about the moon landing being fake is probably my favourite.
It's
I
a
read
classic.
I read somewhere about the whole. It would actually be more difficult to fake it than it would have been.
Yes, it would have been. Have you heard the joke about how they did hire Stanley Kubrick to direct the moon landings, but he was such a perfectionist he insisted on doing it on the moon.
But yeah.
My favourite is it's a JK or JFK assassination theory. The theory goes that he was accidentally shot by the Secret Service.
Yeah, I'm willing to believe that is possible.
Basically, they went out and got drunk the night before, and some of them were in no condition to be in the car behind him. So they got the chauffeur to do it, or the guy who looked after the cars, who had never really held a gun before and had no real training. Lee Harvey Oswald fires the first two shots, one of which hits the president. And then the Secret Service agent gets up and to turn and fire back. The car shoots off. He loses his balance. The gun goes off, blows JFK's head off. And there's actually a lot to say for it. I think it's quite a convincing theory. And,
oh my god, that was attacking us for much longer at that ladder.
Yes, it was.
Sorry, yeah. I mean, of all the possible, better than the magic bullet theory.
You see, the magic bullet theory is my litmus test for a JFK conspiracy theory because it's so easily disproved, or the evidence for that being bullshit is everywhere. Because, okay, for those of you that don't know, the magic bullet theory basically lines up the wounds that Governor Connolly and JFK had from one bullet, and they look to be all over the fucking place. But it doesn't take into account where they were sitting in the car. Because JFK was sitting higher up and to the right. And if you look at it like that, it lines up perfectly. So any theory that suggests the magic bullet theory, I discount immediately. That's bullshit. Because they haven't done their research, or they're just plainly ignoring the facts.
I mean, you don't get into conspiracy theories to listen to the facts. Why let the facts get in the way of a good lie?
Yeah, but I do think that accident theory is convincing, because there does seem to be a cover-up. Like they took his brain for some reason, which would have shown that the bullets were different. The third shot acts very differently to the other shots, because it was like a frag. It was one of those bullets that was designed to explode on impact, which is what the Secret Service used. Whereas the other ones went right through JFK, so it's a very convincing theory. But that's the thing about conspiracy theories is it's predicated on the world making sense. You know, someone as beautiful and charismatic and optimistic and hopeful as JFK does not get killed by some fucking nobody. It has to be
Oh,
some
they're
greater
more likely to be
conspiracy.
killed by some nobody.
Yes, someone like Princess Diana, beautiful and charismatic and charming as she was, does not die in something as seedy as a car accident.
Well,
That's the
there was
thinking.
a Mitch in a web scene, wasn't there?
Yes.
The conspiracy about Diana, and it's like, so what we're going to do is we're going to pay the paparazzi to harass her to the point that she speeds through a French tunnel and hope that she dies in a car accident.
Yeah. Well, I mean, the thing about them is all conspiracy theories of that nature sort of start partway through. Like with JFK, they go, right, how would the CIA wanted to kill him? How would they have done it in this instance? Whereas really, you have to go back further than that and say, okay, the CIA want to kill Kennedy. Would they have done it like this? Probably not. He was a very ill man, JFK. He suffered from Addison's disease. His back was fucked up. If you wanted to kill him, you could have just poisoned him, or you could have released information about his health condition and ruined him. Because really, he should not have been running. His dad put medicine in safe deposit boxes all over the country. That's how serious it was, just so he would never run out. It was really fucking bad. So yeah.
Well, you think you know someone, and it turns out they've got a serious, serious illness.
Yeah.
What are you dying from, Ben?
Oh, life. I don't know.
That's what I was going to say when you asked me.
Okay, what are you dying from?
Existence.
All right. I thought it was syphilis.
No, not yet.
All right.
Doctors reckon I've got a good 74 years left before that kills me off.
Your face will be falling off, and you'll be talking to shadows on the wall.
I told the boy earlier that I will be unlikely to reach 100. I will be lucky if I hit 80. He took it fairly well.
Okay. Getting that sweet inheritance money a lot sooner than he thought.
Well, I mean, for the sake of
Got his eye on the sight, has he?
doubt it.
Jammy little go-getter.
Well, at least he'll have earned it. By virtue of being one of my fuck trophies.
Okay, that's a weird way to describe your son.
Yeah, I saw it in a video earlier and I wanted to test it out, see what it was like.
How does it feel?
Terrible.
Yeah.
I don't like it.
No.
I've got no ammo and I'm limping, so. And you just walk right past Ellis while he's getting mauled by a fucking hunter. You do not give any shit about any of these people. What day is this video going out?
Sunday.
Sunday. Oh, I suppose we probably ought to talk about the coronation that we definitely watched yesterday, even though.
Yes. Did you pledge allegiance to our Lord and Master?
Not a
Did you
fucking
get on
chance.
your knees and fillet him like the good little servant you are?
Nope.
You won't even nosh off the king. What a fucking traitor.
Well, I don't want to have his royal babies in my throat.
How'd you get down there?
There's a set of stairs.
Why'd
Fucking stairs.
Why'd you go down there?
I don't know. It felt like it might have been the right way to go, but I'm not entirely sure.
Okay.
I don't know where we're meant to go, to be honest with you.
Found it.
I'm not sure that's right, but alright.
Yeah, it is.
So yeah,
I don't know whether it is.
so
not
obviously
the
it was
right
the
way.
coronation yesterday, but in 2 days. So
Oh, fuck you,
yeah,
Ellis, you jammy little traitor.
I'm not even sure I'm gonna watch.
I will have it on. I will dip into it.
Well, the boy was getting told, oh, it's a big thing, you should watch it, and it's like, well, if he doesn't want to fucking watch a archaic system getting fucking
No.
perpetuated, I'm not going to force him.
Rock on.
You know, we're rock and rolling in this house. Flat.
Can you heal me?
I can.
Will you?
I need to find you first. There will be an exit right outside, but like the end of the thing will be right at the end of this building. So if we can find the building, you know, it's like find the cheerleader, find the world, whatever.
This is bad level design. Oh,
Incidentally, I have a sequel to that campaign lined up for tonight.
That'll be fun.
I thought it would be. I
Oh,
thought
I
you'd
think I
enjoy
found
it.
the way. And I actually think I looked this way before, in typical Ben fashion.
Yes, that's what happened last time.
Hmm.
Oh, hang on.
Can you heal me, please?
That's why I said hang on.
Thank you.
Did you see what it said over that door?
Which door?
The one on the right. It said, don't open it. It said that there was rewards and stuff in there, but it's obviously it's going to set off an alarm.
Rewards?
Yeah. You bastard.
Yay!
Give me my health kit back. Oh shit. Here we go again.
We can take them.
Up the rear, maybe. Oh, I didn't see the thingy.
I don't think that's the one I want.
So anyway,
Yeah, I
Combination. I don't think I'll be watching it. I'm assuming the missus wants to watch it, so I'll have to either get her home in time or.
I will watch it. Well, bits of it. I'll be doing other stuff, obviously.
I've been really far ahead with my writing, so maybe I'll just do that.
I have a lot of thoughts about Charles, and I may
He
as well put them
Help!
out here. I think he's basically a decent. I won't bore you. I'll just give you the short version. I think he's basically as much of a decent guy as you can be under the limits of being raised in that system. I mean, he literally has been brought up to believe he is superior to everybody else by the divine will of God. I think
Yeah, but
he's
even at his age, he should have learned better.
yeah. I think he's curious about social issues in the best possible way. I think he genuinely cares, but he's also self-pitying and he's a bit of a pseudo-intellectual. He's a decent guy, I think, for the well, again within the confines of the system, but it doesn't change the fact that there's literally no point to have a monarchy, and it's inherently, shit.
Oh, that's life for you. Life is, for lack of a better word, shit. Oh, Jesus Christ, I didn't know that alarm was going off.
So yeah, that's my 2 cents. I think I had something else I wanted to say about this. I mean, I guess if you pledge allegiance to the monarch in the safety of your own home, you're a fucking lick boot. I can imagine a few things more pathetic than that.
I've always questioned why people stood up for the national anthem in their own home. I can understand doing it in a public space. I get that. I don't like it, but I get it. But in your own home, like if you're not even going to take charge in your own home,
They're cracking down heavily on protests as well, which is fucking shit.
well, I mean that's Tories for you, isn't it?
Yeah. Well done.
I only got 7 shots off, but yeah, thank you. Oh my God, look at that! I am killing it this campaign.
I'm not doing very well at all.
No, you came second that time. It did most of the damage to that tank. But to be fair, it hit around inside of an ambulance. I couldn't be able to chase it. I'll cross the combination off the off my list.
I think there was something else I wanted to say about that, but I honestly can't remember.
Mercy Hospital is overrun. That's fine. Mercy Hospital is a fucking long way away from here.
Yes.
Mercy Hospital.
It's doing that annoying thing where the bar fills up so much and then it disappears.
This is the rescue.
Okie.
I noticed we went through an office building. We didn't.
Yeah, but they were shitty offices.
Yeah, we didn't even comment that they were shitty officers. We just ignored their existence completely.
Mm.
I don't know how I feel about that. I feel like we're slacking in our commitments to the old retail estate search. Real estate, not retail estate.
There's
I've had most of a 5.5 1 litre beer.
There's a Pokemon ROM hack I wouldn't mind trying.
Charger behind you.
It's a fusion thing,
Okay.
right? This was big a little while ago, where you take 2 Pokemon and you fuse them and you make a new Pokemon, and some of them are horrible, right?
Yeah.
And that's basically the premise of this game, that you can fuse any 2 Pokemon. And I was watching a video and he said there's 200,000 different variants,
I believe it.
which is insane. And it's actually kind of appealing to me, and I didn't think it would be, but it is kind of appealing.
How many of them are you going to combine with Vaporeon?
None of them, because I'm not a fucking pervert.
Liar. Liar? Everyone's a pervert. They just don't.
Gardevoir and Machoke in
Mm.
one, and really get the fucking creeps coming.
Machoke me, daddy.
That was the funniest thing you've ever done.
What? Machoke me, daddy?
Yeah.
That's not true.
But yeah. Okay.
Okay, but I can think of one thing that's going to be even funnier that I will do at one point.
Die? What?
How did you know?
Is that genuinely what you were going with?
Yeah.
Oh, right.
I
That's
want my
sad.
death to at least be somewhat funny.
You don't want to be one of those guys. Like,
My online writing name is literally that guy. How can I be any less of one of those guys?
like the lawyer who, you've definitely heard this story before. Where do we put these cans?
There's a thingy.
Where?
Look for the red light.
There it is. Green, blue.
Red
Yeah,
when you get closer.
it's not. There was a lawyer who, his like gimmick was when they had a new hire, he'd throw himself against this
Glass,
this
and then
window.
the
Yeah,
frame getting out.
he threw himself against the window to show how tough the glass was. It wouldn't break. And one day he did it, and the window popped out the frame, and he fell to his death. Well, you already knew that story, but I bet
Keith didn't.
Keith. I mean, Keith doesn't know much, does he? Bless him.
If your name is Keith, please let us know so we can pick a different name because we don't want to actually be insulting you.
Yeah, unless
We have
you're
a lot
fine
of
with
things,
it.
but I mean, if you get off on it, please stop. And if you don't, and you're cool with it, if you think it's a laugh, let us know. Oh, we can go in here.
Oh, that's handy.
They're pounding on the. Oh no! Save me, Ben!
I'm doing my best.
Do it better!
My best wasn't good enough. The robots are doing it.
I got myself a sword.
How many more topics have you got?
About 5.
Okay,
I'm trying to
good.
space them out.
We'll space them out.
I have exactly 5 left written down. Get your ass through here. I've got a Molotov.
Oh, fucking,
You've got a Molotov.
Oh, shit. I'm definitely going down. I'm fucked.
Oh, that wasn't a good place to shoot her, was it? I got pushed into it!
Fuck off.
Well, there's an elevator over here that we need to get to otherwise, so the sooner you get over here, the better.
Right, fuck him, let's
And-
go.
Right. Oh, I may have actually saved Rochelle. Oh, I killed the boomer. Saved Rochelle because it killed.
Well, he was
You know.
incapacitated there, so...
Yeah, well, she had it coming, didn't she? Dumbass bitch.
Hmm.
That is Alexander Dumas' bitch. I'm not calling her a dumbass. I've been listening to Blackadder still.
Oh
Made it
yeah,
up to
is it
series
holding
3
up
now.
as an audiobook? Is it funny?
It's not really holding up as. It's not as entertaining as it would be if I was watching it.
No.
It is a very visual piece of humour, I think.
Huh.
In my experience,
Which is
Blackadder,
interesting
but-
because Blackadder's sort of most associated with his cunning wit.
Yeah, but I mean, a lot of the jokes are wit based on what you can see. Like I had funny enough, I had the election episode,
Right.
which it was either today or last night, I
Ah.
can't remember now. But I listened to it, and there's a point in it where he says that the Baldrick's not able to talk about the issues on the election because he's got something wrong with his throat. And I saw that was the video I was watching before we started recording. I watched the video of it, and it's because he's got a vegetable stuffed in it.
Mm.
So there's a joke there that it works without the visual, but it works better with the visual. I wouldn't call it funny without the
Are we getting in this lift?
funny.
Yeah.
Yes. She's gonna heal me.
Oh, fuck's sake. Well, in that case, you can heal me when it comes to it.
I'm good.
Get in, you dickheads. Please. Please.
Oh, we should have let it get her.
Please.
Just get in.
Hey. What? Oh. I guess that's like a glitch warning thing. How's your ammo?
I've got 43.
I've got 26.
Wow. Good job I got this.
Yep.
Nice. Truly remarkable. Long elevator ride.
Yep.
Oh. What is it? Every time we talk about the fucking elevator. You got some more.
It's very visceral. I'll take the defib just until...
Jesus Christ! I walked into the room. You're gonna see where what we've got to do, and they both dropped down at the exact same time. They both dropped down as soon as I poked my head around the corner. That's the only reason I did a girly little yelp. Promise.
Okay. I'll take your word for it.
If only I was recording.
Yeah, maybe one of these days you should try.
I have.
It would be interesting seeing it from your perspective for a change.
Yeah, but then you'll see that all the times that I stop paying attention because I'm sexting or whatever it is that cool kids do these days. Well, not kids, but you know what I mean.
Well, I should hope not.
Pictures of their aubergines and stuff.
Yeah.
Ooh. Check out my eggplant, Daddy.
Ah.
Did you nearly fall off by any chance?
Yeah, I fell down the hole. Whoop.
There's a hole in my thingy, my thingy, my thingy. A hole in my thingy.
Actually, you know what?
I think it's a map. Oh God, don't go down that way.
Don't go down what way?
That way.
This way.
Yeah, don't
Oh.
go down there. Are you getting vertigo out of it?
Oh, I had a fucking messed up dream. When I say messed up, it was basically a nightmare. I do have like issues based on height.
Okay.
Or heights, I should say. And my dream was I was on like a bridge, a rope bridge thing in space.
Oh wow.
There was like a tower that went out from the Earth and a rope bridge that led to another tower that went out from the Earth, I think, or a space station or something, and tourists could walk along it. And I walked along this thing, and it sort of twisted and flipped, and I was hanging off with one arm. It was upside down, and I had to pull myself back up. And genuinely, it really, really messed with me.
In the vast expanse of space.
Well, yeah, sort of in orbit, when I say in orbit, but like overlooking the Earth.
Wow.
And it was.
That's a pretty fucked up dream.
Well, it's not that fucked up, but it did.
What's wrong with you?
It did. It was like a visceral thing because I don't really like heights. I get a bit iffy when I'm looking down over heights.
Understandable.
But,
oh shit!
Fuck you! Oh, that's a pipe bomb. I thought it was a Molotov. Fuck that. Let's go.
So I've learned don't jump at the helicopters. Oh my God!
I thought that. I wondered, would that stop me? Would there be an invisible wall?
No, sadly, you have just got to. You've let yourself die.
Am I still in it? I was hanging off the edge.
Oh no, you're dead. Goodbye.
No.
In
We'll
your
see.
memory, we continue. It'll be in your memory.
Maybe. Yeah, fuck you.
Oh well, I'm disappointed. You should have been dead.
Well, that was fun.
Yeah, it was alright, wasn't it?
We didn't make one joke about college hazing and how people died, which is
Yep.
it's good that we didn't do that.
Crumpets in the bottom and all that.
College hazing is fucked up.
Look at all the man kills.
Well done, you. I really was slacking. I noticed you got a lot. I got very few special kills compared to what I usually get.
Well, what can I say? Wow.
Mm.
Are you okay, Ben?
Yeah.
Well, that's telling, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay. You took a lot of damage as well. I don't know. Okay. Well, maybe you'll do better next week.
Well, God save the king.
Go fuck him.
Bye.
Bye.